Hello, everyone. I'm Miss Geneva, and today we are doing your weekly tarot love and money reading. All right, you guys. So this is timeless. So if you get stumbling on this at a different date, no worries. If it resonates, it's for you at that time. Okay. But I'm happy you're here today, and I'm just going to kind of give it a moment, see if anybody decides to join before I start this reading. Talk about some things I got coming up. Sorry, you guys. This coffee is awesome. So tasty. All right. So right around the corner, we got 11/11. I'm going to be doing a sale on my readings, you guys. So if you're interested in that, my links are down below here for you to take advantage. I'm also going to go ahead and do another premiere or a live. I don't know which. I'll update you when we get closer to time, but we're going to have a special reading for 11/11. Also, we have the bonus, or not the bonus, but the competition going for the bonus reading. All right. So make sure you're commenting your zodiacs, write and claim it if these readings resonate with you. And I'm just going to go ahead and get started, you guys. I hope everybody had a good spooky season. The next 2 days, the veil is very, very thin. And this is a really good time for you to be taking a time out and meditating, asking your loved ones that passed over for signs, maybe your guides for messages, things of that nature. And it could come a million different ways, you guys. You could get messages in your dreams. You might find signs in, number synchronicities. Who knows? Who knows? I always seem to get messages from loved ones through birds and butterflies and feathers and things of that nature. And maybe you're already receiving some messages. If so, let me know. Go ahead and comment over here, you guys. Let me know if you got some messages from your ancestors or a passed over loved one. Why we have the veil thin. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, you guys. We're going to get right into Aries. Guides, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now for Aries. And we're going to start with money. I just feel compelled. We usually start with love, but today we're starting with money. Make sure you let me know where you're at, what your sign is, so you can get in the competition to win the free bonus. I want to say Virgo is winning right now, you guys. Trying to see what you guys are saying here. It's so small. I am blind. Where are you guys from? All right. So for Aries, you guys, let me write down a timestamp. I almost forgot. Going to Aries, starting with money. This isn't a time to give up because you're yet to see your success on the road that you're on career-wise, okay? And I think you know that. You're transforming, you're getting better, you're manifesting bigger, and you're yet to see all the success that you're going to see. And the guys are saying, as the weeks go by, you might start thinking, as sometimes, is this really happening for me? And I think it's more of an emotional thing than anything that's, really actually happening. Maybe there's some postponements on something. You don't hear from somebody right away. Don't get that email when you're wanting it. And you're like, maybe I should let this go. And the guys are saying, no, this is a time for you to up your passion and get ready for new. Let's see what everybody's saying up here. Weird question. None of your business. Okay. All right. Hold on, you guys. We're going to get rid of some people here. All right, beautiful. All right, Aries. So what the guys are saying, you're heading the right direction. So anything that happens this week, take it for a grain of salt because the reality of it is you're headed towards success. And they want you to embrace this and they want you to be able to remain calm during the storm And I think you already know, like you've hit little bumps in the road and everything's turned out okay, and let you know that you are on the right track. You are heading the right directions. Look at this. We got the consciousness. And this right here is an extension of you, your thought bases, your emotions, your belief system. So make sure you're keeping that passion up, because we want to see it flow from you and you living this happy life, going with the flow. Look at that. Enjoying all these finances that are coming your way. All right, Aries, I'm so happy to see that for you. And we're going to go ahead and move right forward to love. Hi, everybody. Make sure you're commenting. Let me know what your zodiac is. Maybe tell me where you're from. Excuse me. Laying on love for Aries. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now. You're letting go of the past. Maybe for a while now, you were kind of like, I don't know why this happened to me. And you were really just carrying around this burden on your shoulder, you know, from this past love and the things that happened. And I don't feel like this is recent at all. I really feel like this is past. And you've been on this healing process, but it's been weighing on you. And this week, you are starting to becoming more aware that what happened isn't your fault. Right? You brought an amazing energy to the table. You were loyal. You were devoted. You were willing to do what was needed. And, you know, all this confliction you have felt is because of the decisions that other person was making. And I feel compelled to tell you. Oh, wow. We got an Aries here. Very cool. Hi there. Okay. So I feel compelled to tell you that, you know, what happened was because of their decision making, and the potential we see in others is just a decision you would make if you were in their shoes. Okay. So we can't make somebody ready for love. We can't make them not act immature, things of that nature. And a lot of times when we're greeted with somebody like that or encounter somebody like that, it's because, you know, it's a test. It's a test to see if we're going to go for something that we know that is below our level. Because here's you. Okay. And this person was coming forward this playful energy, you know, not really caring about their actions. They're not thought out, not caring about where they end up. It was just all fun and games. Meanwhile, you've worked hard on yourself, you know, especially maybe in your career, bringing stability to the table, being loyal, devoted, and, you know, you've matured, you've healed, where this person was not even, you know, wanting to embrace any of that. They were, you know, being two-faced. Right? You maybe encountered a player. And I don't know if maybe the Aries here knows what I'm talking about, but I'm seeing a third party energy. So this person maybe came forward, bringing in energy, being playful, looking for attention. And they probably play this game with a lot of different people. Okay. So whatever it was that was weighing on you about this person, it's their own issue. They're the one that's conflicted, that doesn't know what they want because they haven't worked on themselves. They're too insecure to bring their full self forward. And I think this week that you're really acknowledging that it wasn't your fault, that you are amazing, right, Aries? That you do have a lot to offer. And maybe it's time. It's time to put yourself out there again. Oh, all right. I love seeing that for you, Aries. We're going to go ahead and move forward to Taurus. All right. All right. Starting with love for Taurus. Guys, what do we see? I'm trying to read this, you guys. All right. Taurus for love. Give me some direct answers now. Oh, and you guys, you're going to want to wait around at the end. I have some things to relay. I forgot. Some upcoming video that you're going to want to hear about. So make sure you come in at the end if you leave so you can, get these updates. Oh, I am throwing cards, you guys. All right, Taurus for love. Wow. Somebody's coming in fast. And what the guides want you to know is your guided person. And I feel like this is somebody you've already connected with, maybe even had emotions with. And, you know that this person is a good person. Like they're good quality, like they're relationship material, maybe hubby, wife material, if that's your thing. And I feel like you guys had a detachment and they're coming back forward. If I was to guess, this person's also a moneymaker. They work hard and you guys haven't communicated for a while. So I think this is going to be a surprise for you, Taurus. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like neither one of you are stressed about the situation that happened between the two of you that caused a detachment. Whatever it was doesn't seem like that big of a deal. So I don't know why you went separate directions, but you did. And, the guys are saying you're both over it. It's not nothing that can't be overcome. Yeah, look at this. Mental burden and release, healing card. And that's what this person is desiring as well. But what you really should take from this reading, Taurus, is that this is your guided person. This person is being guided to you. So that is really, really significant. Okay. And like I said, they're moving in fast. And I feel like they've been wanting to come forward for a while and they've been kind of sitting back because they were unsure. Yeah. Rightness in reverse. This has been building. So the guys are like, right on, Geneva. This has been building for a minute. They're wanting, they don't want to fight. They don't want confliction. They just want that emotional connection with you again and to build a relationship. That's what their thought base is, wow, maybe I really missed out with this person. I bet they would make a good partner. So I feel like you're both thinking that about one another. I mean, in all reality. So you're really matching this. So Taurus, I feel like this person finally has the courage to come forward to you. I'm hoping that they do because the energy here is amazing. All right. So if you know who I'm talking about, I mean, you can always make the effort to reach out as well. All right. So we're going to move forward to finances for Taurus. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now. Taurus are always money makers. Yeah, you are already thinking about money. Maybe you're already planning your next week. You're worried about postponements. Maybe something's already been postponed. And this isn't your fault, right? Whatever's delayed, you're like, I did everything I was supposed to do. What is the problem here? So yeah, I got innocent energy. You're very well aware of what this is. You're not wanting to deal with this week. And the guys are saying, just let it go. You're kind of building it up more than what it is, because at the end of it, you're going to feel emotionally fine, receptive, open, ready to move forward. And you're going to blend this into whatever you got going on just fine. So this is not going to be as stressful as you're making it out to be. Okay. So whatever postponements are there, I just wouldn't focus in because it's out of your control. And I think you already know that, right? That is completely out of your control. But by the end of the week, they're give or take, things are clearing out. You're moving forward. You're feeling more content, more happy with work. So yeah, it's just, not focusing into it, Taurus. That's all it's going to take for this to clear out and for you not to feel very stressed about it, because you're perfectly fine. I see you flourishing and I see you continuing to grow. All right, Taurus, if you want a more personalized reading from me, when I finish this live, my link will be in the description. And we're going to move right forward to Gemini. All right. Shuffling these babies. Do we have any Geminis out there that want to comment, or Zodiac? Get it into the drawing for the bonus reading. All right. Gemini and love. I've been seeing some crazy things for you, Gemini. But we'll see what we get today. You're inching your way out the door towards love, right? Or looking for love, kind of putting yourself out there. You know that there's a lot of people out there that's not worthy of your attention. There's a lot of people looking for booty, wanting to play games, wanting attention, whatever it is. And they might even want love, but they're so unhealed they can't give themselves, which seems to be the common issue, right, you guys? So yeah, you're wanting to put yourself out there, but you're like, you're a little conflicted about this. And I feel like you're aware of that. And not only have, people in the past made bad decisions, and a lot of people out there are still making bad decisions, but you've made some bad decisions as well, that you're feeling guilty about, you don't want to do again, it weighed on you. Whatever decisions you made in this past relationship, maybe the last several relationships, maybe you've had some toxic behaviors that has made you take a step back, as well, that's been revealed to you. And, I wouldn't feel guilty about it. I would process it. I would work through it. I would use it to help myself level up and, mature. And look at that. The guys are right on that. That was the next card. That's you. And that's what you're getting from this is you're acknowledging that, not only has your past people maybe been toxic, but you brought some toxic behaviors forward yourself. And I feel like that is maturity. That is leveling up. And that's helping you get closer to love than anything is, noticing your own, self-sabotaging ways and becoming better so you can be more supportive, bring yourself forward more in a positive direction. So I love seeing that for you. I feel like this week's about self-awareness for you. Oh my goodness. That was wild, you guys. Hold on here. They went flying. Wow. All right. For some of you, Gemini, you're really hitting some freak out mode because you have worked on yourself. You have acknowledged these things. And you're like, I am being patient, but where is my person? And it's kind of going back and forth for you. Sometimes you're freaking out a little bit, really, really overthinking this. And other times this is you. Very nurturing, very, I'm trusting that my person's going to come in when they're supposed to, just working on yourself. But here's the reality of it. You're a rebel. And I got this for somebody here recently and this holiday reading I just did, you guys. So you might want to go back and check the Halloween reading I just did because something about somebody being a rebel and people not being on their level because they're just a whole new energy, right? And the reality of it is you have grown. You've acknowledged a lot about yourself and you're opening yourself up to new possibilities by doing so. So you're in the right direction. And I do feel like you will meet your person, Gemini. They're right around the corner and they're probably processing and getting themselves together just like you. All right. Wow. We are going to move forward to finances for Gemini. And you guys, don't be scared to comment. Let me know what you'd like me to do a live on. We can cover other subjects. I'd like to do another reading this week, but I'm not really sure what I want to do it on. All right. Shuffling these babies. We are picking up on money. Money and finances for Gemini. Some of you have made a lot of money in the past and you think it's over for you now. And the guides are saying, even if you made a bunch of money, you spent it, you lost it in some way, you sent that out to the universe. Being receptive, open, and in alignment with it, and could come right back to you. I mean, everything we send out comes back to us. All right. So yeah, look here, projection. See that? What you project is coming right back at you. Okay, so you feel a lack of control around finances. There's something you haven't let go of that's emotionally affecting you that you're trying to, you're trying to turn in. You're trying to release it completely. These feelings of dispassion, are not needed. They're just going to hold you back. So I think you're aware of all of that you're just looking for some kind of way to make it happen. And I think a lot of it is that you've tuned into the thought base of when is it coming? How is it coming? right? I got right in this card in reverse. You're like, I know I'm capable. I know I can get there, but how is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? And you can't really grasp your mind around an idea. Well, I want you to know this is what I see the outcome being for you. All right. This is like having your cake in your ice cream too. Okay, this is abundance and love and a happy home, security, stability, peace of mind. I mean, that is just having it all. All right. So you're lacking understanding how that could happen. But I feel like that's part of your life lesson right now. Your next obstacle is not to, focus into that and start feeling more passionate about what you're doing. Remember how you felt when you made that bunch of money in the past, or you felt secure in the past, right? Because look at this success, right? I feel like even this week, you could start getting hints of what the future has to hold for you. You are moving forward. You're getting more passionate. There might even be some travel with work, but you're going to be celebrating. And you might even have people celebrate you at work. Maybe you get a raise. Maybe you get a promotion, and they're celebrating you. But some good things are right around the corner for you, Gemini, to let you know that you are making your way, even if you don't completely see it right now. All right. Very awesome. We are moving forward to Cancer. All right. Shuffling these babies. Picking up on energy. You guys don't be scared to talk. Let me know where you're from. I'm in Ohio. I'm originally a Florida girl, but I've been in Ohio for quite a while now. So if you're here with me, you're freezing as well. I know. All right, shuffle these babies. We are going right into love for Cancer. Cancer, I can see already that you've done a lot of healing. And you're a little over it, right? You're like, I've done the work. I don't understand it. I should feel better now. And I get that, but you're on the right track. And the reality of it is you could go put yourself on all these dating sites, go these bars, these clubs, whatever it may be. And, if you're not ready for love, you're going to sabotage it, or you're going to connect with somebody that's not on your level, right? That just wants to take advantage of you or something on the lines of that. So these feelings of impatience, being stressed about it, maybe even feeling foolish around past, relationships. I would just do my best to process this, make sure you're not packing up and staying there, but there has to be acknowledgement that I have to work through this, So I would just take the time, because I got the healing card in reverse, and oh God, you guys, I keep looking at the wrong camera. Forgive me. Okay. So I see the healing card in reverse. So, I feel like you're on a track of healing, because here's the outcome for you: maturity. And this is a quality person, that's relationship, ready, relationship material, feeling good about yourself, and that's what's going to call in somebody that's on your level. If you went out there now with all these mixed feelings and all these fears and resentment to these past people, then, who knows what you would call in, right? So you got to think of it that way. And sometimes, I like to release things by just writing them down. Write it down, burn it, let it go. Find some way for you to let it go. And it might even take getting out of your normal area, doing new things. But I would start getting your passion back, start creating a little bit more happiness. And I think you're going to find that your person's going to show up before you know it. Because what I got is right around the corner. That's what I'm seeing. All right. So we're going to move forward to finances. Career for Cancer. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now for Cancer around money. Oh. What's this about travel? All right, we'll get back to that travel. Right now, I want you to know that there's going to be an opportunity coming from you, to you from a friend. I feel like this is a good opportunity, but what's bizarre here is I feel like this person is also interested in you. Maybe you guys were lovers or you're lovers now. I feel like you're also consciously aware of this. So if you're not aware of what I'm talking about, you soon will be. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. Conscious awareness, something about an emotional connection with somebody. And this has to do with business. And you're like, I do not know if I should be mixing business with this, right? So let's see what you should be doing here. I mean, this is awfully specific. And I feel like whoever this resonates with, they're kind of postponing, right? You're very intelligent. You're very creative. You've probably, done a lot of business in this manner. So you're taking your time, thinking it over, using all your skills and knowledge to evaluate while you just sit back and kind of watch what they're doing here, right? Because to you, they feel like they're guided. Like they have been guided to you, and they really might be. And in some ways there isn't anything wrong with adding business with love. You guys might be a power couple, right? And I just see what I'm seeing showing up as warning really is your fear base. The guys haven't really answered if it's a good outcome quite yet. They're seeing you, postponing and being like, I don't know. And, like this could turn really bad for me. So, if this resonates for you, I definitely want to get some answers if this is worth your time and energy. Follow your instincts. That's where you're going to have more harmony and peace of mind. Because if you go invest in with somebody that you just have this lover connection with, and you're not actually in a relationship with, you don't know a lot about, this person, and you're feeling weary already, you're lacking trust, do not change your vision. Actually, as I was laying these cards, and I didn't say anything, but you might have saw it pop out. This is what I had flying going out. New vision in reverse, you guys. Look, here's it in the positive direction, reverse form. New vision in reverse. So I would stay firm on not going into business with a lover. Okay. I feel like there's a lot of money to be made, but you do not need to go that direction with this person. I feel like you could go it on your own, or maybe there was an investment you're going to do on your own. I saw money. That's why I'm saying that, because at the same time, they're like, and I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this person might be trying to take advantage, honestly. I have the innocent card in reverse. Even if they weren't, this is going to end up being stressful. This is end up being a negative event. So I would back up off of the finance end with a lover, if that is for you, Cancer, okay? I don't want to see you take any losses. And we're going to lay a little bit more. We're going to go a little bit deeper on Cancer, because that was really, really specific. Hi, everybody. Where is everybody at in the world? Wow. Cancer, you've been sticking in for the long run, right? And you have been building wealth. Maybe, for some of you, that's why you were so scared of this person wanting to come in and do business with you. And rightfully so, from what we see. But this time period right now, you can sit back. You can celebrate and enjoy life a little bit, right? And I think you feel that. I think you know it. And the guys are saying, yes, please do. And I tell my clients all the time, like, that's a direct message to, the universe, your guides, that, I'm abundant enough to do so. I can sit back and enjoy life in any manner I please for whatever amount of time. And I don't have to worry about bills. I don't have to worry about how something's going to get paid or this or that. Because I'm abundant enough, right? And that's an amazing energy to send out. That's just going to bring you in more wealth and keep you creating all of this over and over again. So I think, you're in alignment. You've been in alignment for a moment, building, making good decisions. And this is your time to celebrate and enjoy life. All right. So I love that for you. But I also want you to know there's more coming from where that came from. I got rightness in reverse. So you have more money coming, more offerings, more opportunities than you could have ever imagined. All right. So I love seeing that for you, Cancer. And of course, if you need more guidance or want to know more about me, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm going to put my link in the description when I'm done with this, you guys. And we're going to go ahead and move forward to Leo. Hi, Leo, or cross watcher for Leo. I appreciate you guys being here. I am shuffling these babies, and we're going to get right into love. Oh, if I can keep the cards on the table. All right, Leo. For some of you, you've had a hard time leaving the past in the past. And a lot of it's because you got a big heart. You know, you're a loyal person. And when you love somebody, you love somebody. You know, you're not one to just pick up and leave. Wow. So somebody's going to be popping up that you're going to like. You're going to start having emotions for this person and vice versa. And it is going to trigger you. All right. That is what's going to be happening. And it's going to make you realize how much, you know, you're still holding on to the past, or maybe you suppressed how much is keeping you back from, you know, your happiness, playful energy, and love for that matter. Right. You're just seeing that maybe there's some underlining deep level. I'm trying to read the comments, you guys, if you're wondering why I stopped all of a sudden. Person, turquoise waving speech. I don't know what this is. Is it a... Somehow I have put it on the screen. All right. Anyhow, this is what I'm seeing. This is really amazing. Oh, I keep going to the wrong camera, you guys. I'm so sorry. I got to turn this baby. I keep doing that so I can read you guys' comments, and then I keep thinking I'm on my laptop computer. All right, so this person's going to come forward, and it's going to trigger you, and it's going to make you realize how much has been keeping you back from your own happiness, your playfulness, and all reality, a deeper level connection, right? And this is what's capabilities for you. You could have commitment. You could have love and be building with somebody, and you're starting to see that more and more this week, right? As this person comes forward, they trigger you. I think there's potential here. This person's very focused on you. You know, they're very loyal. And I feel like, you know, in their mindset, they're just kind of putting you on a pedestal, and you are totally linking into all this and picking up on this. And it's like, hey, this person's worth processing this so I can come forward in a balanced energy, ready to go. So, wow. I feel like for some of you Leos, you definitely can meet a quality person this week that's, you know, going to excite you, trigger you all in one. All right. I am not sure what that comment meant, you guys. Something about turquoise person. And we're going to go ahead and move forward to finances. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now around money. Oh, Leo, good job. You are on the right path. And here's what's really, really interesting is you might be doing the same thing that you were doing in the past life, or maybe you're using some skills or some knowledge that you gained in a past life to help you this week do what you need to be done. And I feel like this is going to be revealed. Like maybe you have a skill you didn't know you had. or maybe you had a passion you didn't know you had. Right. But we're starting out this week, just, I don't want to say lazy. This card says lazy, but you guys, this is just reaping the amazing benefits of all the hard work you put in and having some time to, embrace that lazy energy of laying back, enjoying life and, having that pina colada. And more importantly, not worrying about money, right? That's how we let the universe know that this is where we want to be. Not stressing, this is what I got here. Stress card in reverse. That shows you not stressed this week, going with the flow, releasing any stresses you were carrying, and just really embracing, this emotional contentness of, I don't have to move fast. I don't need the sense of urgency, I guess, is what I'm trying to get out of there, that this needs to be done. This has to happen. You're letting all that go. And because of that, you're really balancing and you're tuning into yourself, your more true, authentic self, and maybe even in alignment with your higher self on the other side, able to get messages more, because there's something about past life knowledge here, past life passion here. Maybe you're going to get some infused knowledge this week. There might be like an aha moment, where, I can't believe I didn't think of that. Or how do I know that, but hey, that works. That resonates. Okay. And that's because you are being guided in the right direction. All right. I can't say that enough, you guys. And that's the 3 Pentacles as well. Don't be surprised if later in the week somebody comes forward as well that might be helping you in your career. All right. Very cool. Love it, love it, love it, Leo. And we're going to go ahead and move forward to Virgo. Let's see. Hi, Virgo. Or cross watcher for Virgo. Thank you so much for joining me. I am shuffling these babies and picking up on energy. Virgo and love. Guys, what do we see? Give me some direct answers right now. You have a lot to bring to the table. You've worked hard on yourself. You've healed. You processed things from the past. You've let it go. Probably even worked on your stability and everything else so you can be ready for the relationship you truly desire. And what you're really not wanting is to be manipulated. You're not wanting to be fooled. By some kind of player, or maybe just somebody that's not ready, right? Maybe they're wanting love or think they want love and then they get scared and backed up, and you're just not willing to entertain any of that. You're opening yourself up to new possibilities. You're excited about it. And, that is a great energy to bring forward, because what I feel like you're doing is you're taking your knowledge, your experience, and you're applying it, so that you're not going to play these same games. At the same time, you're throwing out such an amazing energy. We already know that you're going to call in somebody that is worthy of your attention, your time. And the guys are saying that's absolutely happening. Look at this. This is your passion raising, you getting more playful, more fun, and flirty, and more people coming forward wanting to share in that energy with you. So all this passionate energy you're throwing out is what's going to call in this quality person that's matching. All right, Leo. So you're doing a good job. I just feel like you should just stay on track this week, raising your passion, doing things that make you feel excited. And I think by the end of the week, you're going to see lots of attention starting to come your way. All right. And if I called you Leo, I'm sorry. This is Virgo reading. All right, we're moving forward to money. Money for Virgo. And you guys got to let me know. Do you guys like these lives? Do you want me to do premieres? Do you want me to stop altogether? Comment in the comments. Let me know how you feel about this. All right, guys. Direct answers around money. Ooh. Somebody has been working hard, and this is not something new. You've invested a lot of time and energy into your career, your stability, and you're about to get some messages this week. You're about to get some opportunities that are going to open up to you that is going to blow your mind. That is the most I can say right now, Virgo, is I see messages coming your way. And if it's not messages, it's signs. All right. I got the rebirth card, 2 of Wands of possibilities. To me, the rebirth card is messages. Emails, text messages, something on the lines of that around a new opportunity. But it could be signs. It could be messages from your employer, letting you know that you're in the right direction. And the 2 wands could be you being very excited, feeling renewed, ready to go to the next step. And, go to the next level. And you felt like you were hitting a down period, like things were postponed for you, that you were just stuck in this air where, you were just doing the same thing over and over again and not progressing. But by the end of the week or around a week's time, you're feeling like the King of Pentacles. All right. And notice it says abundance right there. You're building wealth, you're building security, you're building knowledge. You've invested yourself. It's showing. You can feel it. You're in the right direction. So what feels now like a down period is going to clear out. The universe is sending some blessings your way to let you know what an amazing job you're doing. So you'll have to let me know, Virgo, exactly what this was. Was it some opportunities? Was it some messages from a boss or somebody you do business with? But I think you're going to be very happily surprised. All right. Wow. I love that for you. All right. We're going to go ahead and move forward to Libra. And you guys, don't forget, I give personalized readings via Keen. My link will be down below after I finish this live. And we are going right into love. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now around love. See, everybody left. It was probably because I was staring at the wrong camera. All right. Wow. So Libra, you're clinging to the past. You want to let the door open to love. You don't have anybody that's giving you any attention, that's creating passion with you, but you're trying to open that door, right? I got 2 cards representing, I'm going to put myself out there. I want to put myself out there, and you're building towards it. Let's just hope we're not staying in that mode, right? Because I see a lot of fear base about putting yourself out there. I feel there's a lot of lack of patience around love. It's feeling more like a job to do. I have to, work on this, put yourself out there to find somebody and start over again. And this isn't feeling like an exciting adventure for you anymore. It feels like job. It feels like work. And all you really want is somebody that's very in tune with you, right? That's on the same page with you. You're like, I'm not picky. I just want my person. And I can definitely understand that. And I would look at all these feelings, and look at that. That shows exactly how you feel. You're over here where it's all dull, where you want to be is all bright and colorful, and you're like, why am I still over here, right? You're wanting your queen or your king. You're wanting to be flowered with attention and love and affection, and you're wanting somebody that's very in tune with you, right? Maybe you can read each other's sentences or each other's minds, excuse me. And, you know what each other's thinking, even far apart, or when each other's in, hurting or whatever it may be. And you want a relationship that feels natural. Well, Libra, you working through these past things and getting yourself ready is what's opening the door to love, true love. And it's also getting your person to work on you. Because if you were to move forward and put yourself out carrying all this extra baggage, look at this. This is literally you carrying all these different emotions. You're just going to find somebody that's not on your level, or you're going to self-sabotage, right? So you are doing what is necessary in the fastest way that's going to get you to love. So you're making good decisions by healing. But I got to tell you, I do feel like you're going to have somebody being reaching out to you that's going to be complimenting you soon to come. And I wouldn't read too much on it, except for that you're upgrading your energy, right? It's like signs from the universe. So I saw a flirty energy coming from people to you. All right, very cool. We're going to go ahead and move forward to finances. Yeah, I almost skipped the finances for you, Libra. Oh. All right, shuffling these babies, picking up on energy for Libra. Money, money, money. I am burning up, you guys. Your work or your career is going to be less exhausting this week. As you start out, you're going to feel more refreshed, more renewed, more yourself. So I really love seeing that. And, you know, you're not trying to open yourself up to new possibilities or do anything different. You're just trying to stay in alignment, right? And master what you got going on, getting a nice stress-free groove of, you know, that functions well with your coworkers or your business partners. And, you know, by the end of the week, you're really feeling in tune. Look at that everybody's harmonized, working together really good, and that you're going somewhere, that you're creating abundance, making money, doing the best you can. So I love seeing that for you, Libra. It's like you've been working out all the little kinks. You know, maybe you got a crew that, you know, you got everybody working together like a machine, and it's all starting to fall in place. So I love seeing that for you. And we're going to go ahead and move forward to Scorpio. Oh, sorry, you guys. I'm trying to get a little bit of fresh air here. It's getting hot in here. All right. We are going to lay on Scorpio for love. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers around love for Scorpio. Oh, you are not receptive. You do not want it. You're not willing, and you will not compromise. Wow, Scorpio. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're wanting love, but you want somebody that's on your level, that's in tune with you. It feels right. You know, you feel like there's a lot of people that are off base out here. They're not doing it right. And you're just not receptive to that. And I think you know that you're going to know when it's your person, and you're just not going to entertain anything else but your person. So I'm liking it, Scorpio. You know, and this is what I'm seeing: harmony, peace of mind. I mean, when you go out and you entertain all these foolish people that just want to play games, they're unhealed or just looking for attention, it can be very confusing, cause a lot of mental anguish, make you do a lot of overthinking. You're like, no, not me. I'm over here doing my own thing, working on myself, harmonized, feeling, you know, full of self-love. And this is how you're calling in love. I mean, 10 of Cups is a card of love. That's card of overflowing love, right? And here's a 10 of Pentacles. This is a happy family home. This is abundance. This is having the love you desire and, you know, building a life together. So you're coming in tune with that, even, you know, though you're not in a relationship at the moment. I mean, that's an amazing thing about it is these decisions you're making by not entertaining these people that are not on your level, that are not healed like you. You're coming more in tune with your person day by day. So you're opening the door by love by working on you. All right. So I really love seeing that, Scorpio. You're doing an amazing job. If that resonates with you, please comment, claim it, write your Zodiac so you can get into the chances to win the bonus reading. And we're going to go ahead and lay on finances. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now around money. Money for Scorpio. You are so passionate and you have all the answers, all the knowledge. You've been sitting back thinking about something, maybe sticking a bunch in your manifestation bank, and you're feeling really good about it. Like you're about to bust out, right? You're about to come out with all of this. And this feels great to you. You're not even worrying about it because you have worked on every little detail. You've thought it all out. And here is you bringing it to the world. Look at that. I love this energy. You are so passionate. And that is what's really going to bring you all that money. Look at that maturity, that wealth, and breakthrough. It's going to feel so good to finally bring this to the table, right? You just worked so hard, maybe in silence, behind the scenes. And now's your time. You're bringing it out. You're letting it be known to the world, and you're going to make money. Look at this. The guys are saying, yeah, you are sharing your passion. And this feels good to you. It feels right. And it's your dream. You're calling in your dream life. You're creating your dream life, and you daydreamed about this. You've literally manifested this and brought this into creation. So, wow. Scorpio, I am so proud of you right now and the energy that you're bringing to the table. I think you've worked really hard and you're about to reap all the benefits. And I want to hear the details. All right, Scorpio. So when this happens this week, send me a little message or, comment on the video and be like, Miss G, I got it. I am, reaping the benefits. All right. So we're going to go ahead and move forward to Saggy. Hi, Saggy or Sagittarian cross watcher. Thank you so much for being here today. And maybe I should start doing a cross watch part section as well. You guys, I'm open to suggestions, but you got to comment and let me know. Oh, wow. Saggy. I have understanding in reverse, meaning something's coming forward that you didn't know, you didn't understand. You were like, what is this? Now is going to be revealed. All right. So if somebody stopped coming forward or they're switching up their energy, I think you're going to find out this week exactly why. All right. And maybe it's just a feeling. Maybe you're very intuitive like many Saggies are. And you're just like, oh, I already know. And you've been knowing it, right? I got new vision in reverse. So if you didn't know it for a fact, you were feeling it before and you were like, you were getting a little bit weary, but something's coming forward. And I feel like this is somebody that was sharing passion towards you, interest in your direction, and emotions might have even been growing, but they've kind of backed up from you. And now you're just like, you're lacking some courage to come forward and say what you need to say. I feel like you're wanting to say some things. You're like, should I just let it go and let it, the cookie crumble the way it crumbles, or should I speak up? Right? I mean, it's obvious that this isn't moving forward. I think you already know that. And if you were looking for the confirmation, I think that's the case. You might even have somebody that was in the middle of a separation of some sort. And now, they're getting their divorce, whatever it may be. It's almost like they're moving on to another level. Right. And now, they're going to chase something else, their dreams. Right. And I'm not meaning to be blunt about that, or hurtful in any manner, that I feel like this might have been something they were doing to just, waste time, things of that nature. And they've got their eyes set on someone or something else. And I think this is more, it's something than someone, like they got a plan, like they're starting new and they have some kind of plan. That's what I'm feeling, is that you have somebody that's going to be, they're going to slow down in their attention towards you. And they have been, and maybe you're not really that upset about this per se, but you don't know if you should address it or not. Like you feel a little manipulated by them around the silence and not addressing it. And you're like, well, they probably should. So why should I do it? But I feel like that would bring you peace of mind. You'd feel better about the situation if you were to address it and just be like, hey, it was fun while it lasted, get some clarity. And I think it would feel good too. Would show confidence and it would clear the table and get you ready for new. All right. Wow. Sagittarius. I hate to see somebody switching up on you, but I feel like you get lots of attention, and soon enough, somebody is going to come up around the corner and make your day. Let's see. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, this is going to be huge. This is going to be a huge thing for you to understand. And even though you've been feeling, that maybe you were really attached to this person and you just really didn't want to know, or really, wrap your mind around that. So I'm sorry if you're heartbroken, Saggy. Okay. Because I feel like there's some attachment to this person, but now you're realizing that you whatever you dreamed about happening with this person, that it's just not realistic. All right. Wow. Let's move forward to money. Money for Saggy. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now for money for Saggy. I got something in my eye. All right, you guys, when this is done, I'm going to have a little talk about some things that are coming up too. All right, I'll timestamp it if you want to click on that so you can hear about some updates and things happening. But first, Saggy, wow. Things might feel a little bit stagnant as the week goes in. The guides are saying, just take advantage of this time, all right? Enjoy the downtime. Enjoy being a little lazy. Don't get fret and scared and start throwing out all this crazy energy around your finances. Be like, hey, I'm going to go with the flow with what the universe throws at me, and they must want me to take a step back for a minute. Right. So I feel like there's not going to be a lot of business as a week starts, or there's going to be something that's going to have you being able to sit back, and you're just like, oh, I don't have time for sitting back. Right. This is the energy I get. But the guys are saying, I think that this is going to work to your benefit better than you think. And the energy you bring towards this time off is going to be very important to you. Right. You don't want to spend it fretting and worrying about how you're going to pay things because you're taking this off. You want to, forget all of that, right? And just think, oh, this is amazing that I get this little bit of time off to enjoy life, sit back and meditate, maybe spend some time in nature, whatever it is, Saggy. This time is for you to enjoy, not to be worrying. And maybe it's another little curveball, right? To help you remain calm during the storm. Sometimes I can handle it really well as a Saggy. Sometimes I am, a mess. Let's get real about it, right? Sometimes I get in real bad freak out mode because we're really passionate. So when we get, triggered in some way, that passion comes forward. And, I can understand where you're coming from here, but we know we've already thrown out a bunch of amazing energy. We have all kinds of greatness in our manifestation bank. So these couple of days where it looks like this or that, we can just overlook that and enjoy the time off. All right. Very wonderful. Thank you for being here, Saggy or Cross Watchers. If you need more information, more details, my link will be in the description. And we are moving forward to Capricorns. Hi, Cappies or Cross Watchers. Thank you for being here. I am shuffling these babies and picking up on energy. I was just telling Saggy at the end of this reading, I'm going to be giving out some updates that I'll timestamp. Make sure you're tuning into that. All right. Capricorns and love. Guys, what do you see? Shuffling these babies and picking up on energy. Somebody from the past is coming back. And I don't even know if it's so much from the past. Maybe things just started getting a little stagnant between you and somebody. Messages were stale or far in between. And now, they're a lot more active. And you can feel this person thinking about you. You're thinking about them. You're on each other's mind. You're giving each other attention. And this might just be in messages, though, right? Because I'm also seeing postponements. which is weird to me because I'm seeing so much attention given. But at the same time, we're starting out with this messages and being aware, oh, this is picking up again. This is coming back into the picture. And maybe for a while you felt like your existence didn't matter to this person. And, but now you're feeling, courageous. You're feeling a little bit bold, like you can be yourself with them, like they want you to be open with them. And I feel like you have feelings for this person. This is not a new thing, right? This is something that's been going on for a while, but this new energy that's brought to the table is making it kind of exciting. And I'm seeing it as a new adventure. Okay. And so there could be commitment in this relationship or this connection, but I also see that, it could just be fun, right? You guys are on an adventure together. You're going out enjoying life together. All right. So I would definitely say this is somebody that you could go on some getaways with. Yeah. Silence card in reverse. You got tons of communication coming your way. And you might feel a little stressed about this because it's just kind of popping up out of the blue. And you're like, I don't like this yo-yo energy, right? But you guys really connect and there's chemistry there. And this is what I'm kind of seeing is your guys' energy just kind of combining. And I think you guys care for each other more than you want to admit. I'm just going to be honest there. I feel like this is somebody that you've already got built feelings with. And there's potential. I'm going to be honest with you completely. Look at that. That is having your cake and your ice cream too. So I feel like there could be stability here, financial abundance between the two of you, lots of memories to be made. And you guys would be really good at building a life and a house together. Just putting it out there. Yeah, not to mention this person's pretty sexy. All right, we're going to move forward to finances for Cappy. Oh, fix my shawl here. Oh my goodness, I'm throwing cards already. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now around money. Something is clearing way. You've been wanting to hear back about something, and it's been stressing you out. And I feel like this is just some things at work that needed taken care of, and you're like, oh, is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? What is happening here, right? By the end of the week, you're feeling like everybody's working together really good, that you guys are in the flow together. You're feeling more passionate. But midweek, this could be a little bit stressful while you're working out. I feel like there's something that's not working right. I mean, I almost get like there's some kind of machinery broke down. Maybe the internet is out. But I feel like it's bigger than that, right? Like there's just some kind of consequence that's going to cause some stressors. It's going to take some time and you're going to master it. You're going to work it out, but it's going to take a lot of time of you just sitting, dealing with some tedious things that you're not wanting to. But the guides are saying to be patient. You're showing people what skills you have, what knowledge you carry, and that you're actually the master of all of this, right? You've worked hard, you got the answers, and they're looking at you to fix the problem. And it feels good. So as stressful as it is, it's also showing you that all your hard work is paying off. All right, we're going to be moving forward to Aquarius. Hi, Aquarians. Thank you so much for being here. And cross-watchers. I was telling other signs I'll do a cross-watcher read if you guys ask me to. But you have to ask me. I'm not going to just do it. All right. Shuffling these babies and picking up on energy around love for Aquarians. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now around love. There's moments you feel really courageous and you want to put yourself out to love and you're excited about it. And then you get conflicted, right? Or maybe you meet somebody and you start feeling conflicted. And maybe it's just not, you haven't met the right person. but I feel like there is going to be somebody that's coming forward to you that's going to create a lot of passion within you. You are going to be very drawn to this person and very attracted to this person. And they are a good quality person, definitely relationship material. They're going to give you their attention, their time, flowering you with affection and love if you shall allow. And it's going to feel good. I think I'm not going to even have to tell you that this person is, worthy of your time and your energy, and that you should move forward with this. And you're going to start to realize that all this confliction that you were feeling about putting yourself out to love was keeping you from getting heartbroken. Because when we start making the intent to put ourselves out there, we tend to make bad decisions, right? We're not really ready. We put ourselves out at dating sites. And I hate to say it, but most of the people are just there ready to settle for what looks good. It fits right. All of those things. And, it's just not a really good vibe to it. You could meet your soulmate on a dating site. I'm not going to say it's not possible, but more than likely not. So all this time you've been spending kind of working on yourself, getting yourself feeling more courageous enough to be able to embrace love is what's really calling in this person, right? And I love how passionate they are. I feel like they're very courageous, very bold, very romantic. All right. Very cool, Aquarius. Shuffling these babies, picking up on the energy. And we're going to lay on finances. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now around finances for Aquarians. Share your passion. There's going to be an opportunity arise that I don't want to say you're unaware of, and maybe you thought it was a possibility, but you're just like, not really. It's going to happen. You're going to have this chance this week to share your passions. The guys are saying, do not stand on the sidelines of your life. Jump on this. Make this a passionate experience that's going to move you into, and it feels unordinary. It feels bizarre to you. It's something that you're not used to dealing with, but that's okay. It's fun to mix it up. Let's not get all scared. Let's just stay in that passionate feeling and letting it flow, because you can let it flow. I can see it in this card that you're very passionate. You love talking to people about what you do. So let's not get scared. Let's use this opportunity. Just let it flow from you. And it feels unordinary, but this is what's going to bring you to the next level, right? And I feel like at that point, people are going to be flowering you with attention in your field. Okay. Wanting to work with you, wanting to hire you, thinking you're the master and all that goodness. And I got clinging to the past. You're going to be happy that you embraced your fears, that all this overthinking, you let it go and you just let your passions flow. So know if you're feeling insecure about this, it doesn't feel right. That's not your intuition. All right. Not this time, Aquarian. This is because this is out of the ordinary for you. You're not used to it. And the guides are urging you to push yourself past that so you can embrace your greatness. All right, Aquarians. I love it. You stuck that in your manifestation bank if it feels unordinary or not. And I want you to take advantage of it. All right. We're going to go ahead and move forward to Pisces. Last but not least. And then I'm going to give some updates, you guys. So stick around for that or tune back in. Hi, Pisces or cross watcher. Thank you for being here. I am shuffling these babies and picking up on energy. Guys, we need some direct answers around love. Love for Pisces. You really don't understand why you've had such an issue with love. You're a good person. You're loyal. You're trustworthy, right? you make decent money, you've worked on your stability, you've traveled, you have culture. And you're a great manifester too. You've sent a lot out there and put it in your manifestation bank around love, and it feels good. It feels like you've made some good decisions in that manner, and you're just like, I don't really know why it's not happening for me yet, but I have the door open. And look, that's what's going in love. That's what's going to bring in that commitment and the relationship you truly desire. Everything you send out comes back to you, and all that daydreaming, all that fantasizing you've been doing, that visualizing of your person that you want, focusing on you, being loyal, devoted, is all growing along with this amazing energy you're sending out, right? And what happened in the past is over with. You are not dealing with that anymore. You're not giving any more thought to that. And you're aware of that. You just didn't master that. You weren't in a good place in, and neither was the other person. Excuse me. They weren't a good lover. Right, Pisces? I don't know if that means literally and bad or, if they just didn't know how to love correctly. And that brought you a lot of sorrow. But you have trust and faith that your person is around the corner. And I think you're right, Pisces. You have an amazing energy. You are trustworthy. You are loyal. You do have the door open. And before you know it, you're going to have your dream person right there with you. So just keep doing what you're doing. I love it. All right. We're going to lay on money. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now around money for Pisces. Pisces, you might start to realize how your thought bases are keeping you from embracing your full success. Either this is worrisome thoughts, overthinking, insecurity, something is coming, revealing itself to you, which, the veil is thin right now. Things are being revealed right now. Okay. So you might start to realize more about your thought bases, your energy that you're bringing forward is more about the past. And then in the moment now, you're going to be making some upgrades emotionally, spiritually. Okay. That is going to call in success. Look at this. You're traveling, you're enjoying life, you're living it up, feeling passionate and good. So if you're wondering if you're going to be traveling with work, I would say that's yes. If you're wondering if you're going to make enough money that you'll be able to take that trip, that is yes. At the very least, you're going to have enough money that you're going to be feeling good, feeling passionate, and celebrating your success, okay? So we start to realize that we got these old stagnant thought bases. Maybe they're belief systems, and this is a knock on you or something where you should feel bad about, like, oh, I was doing it bad. This is what we're here for. We're here to work through these things and to let them go. So this awareness, this revealing, oh, wow, why was I doing that? Why am I focusing that? Why am I still believing that or thinking that? And you're going to let that go. You start transforming and just really embracing your success and projecting what it is that you really want. All right, Pisces, I love that for you. I love that I was able to see that for you. If that reading resonates, right, claim it in the comments. And you guys, don't hesitate to reach out for a more personalized reading or just to follow my link to read my reviews to learn more about me. But I want to update you guys. We're going to be having a sale on readings 11/11. I'm going to be doing another live. All right, you guys. So that'll be happening. Mark it on your calendar. And yeah, this, you guys, I forgot to review this. I put this on a short, I don't even know how many months ago, telling you I was going to review it and I completely forgot. So we're going to be doing this week, and I'm going to show you every card. All right. So I can waste my money on this and you guys get to see them, see if, I don't want to say waste my money, but like, if you don't like them, I've spent the money for you. Right. And I've seen this deck before. I haven't seen this little small deck, but I've seen the bigger one and I love it. Right. So I'm assuming this is going to be very awesome. I'm going to include the link, and we're going to be starting to do a lot of different witchy reviews. So if you have something you want me to review so you don't have to waste your money to see what it's like, let me know, because I show every single card in the videos. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I'm going to be doing this every week, 6 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays. I'll be here live or at least premiering. And I might even add in a cross-watcher section. What do you guys think? All right, blessed be. Mwah. See you later.